G'day, welcome to today's video of the Mitsubishi Outlander VRX. This is Mitsubishi's top of the line all-wheel drive SUV, and it's not a bad vehicle. So let's have a good look at it and then take it for a drive. As you can see from the outside, this is quite a stylish car. It looks good, it's well proportioned, but it really is an all-wheel drive SUV as opposed to a four-wheel drive off-road vehicle. Let's have a look at a couple of the reasons why. You notice at the front here it's got a long nose, so the approach angle is not real crash hot. Good 18-inch wheels, which is good. Road going tyres, but you can change those if you wanted to. It's got reasonable ground clearance of about 215 millimetres, which you can't see at the moment because of where we've got the car positioned. But that does allow it to drive over dirt roads and slight rocky tracks, as you'll see from today's video. The major reasons why you don't want to take it too far off-road is because of these hard mud flaps at the back here, and your departure angle is just not very good. So take it too far off-road and it's not going to end up pretty. Stick to the dirt roads, snow, that type of stuff, beaches, and you've got a great vehicle. Let's have a look inside and then we'll take it for a drive. As soon as you sit inside the VRX, the first thing you notice is just how comfortable it is. It's quite a busy steering wheel with all of the controls on there that you want. The cruise control, the stereo, the Bluetooth. You've got paddles for the up and down changes, which looks good but really is a waste of time. Your seating position is also quite good, and it's great visibility all the way around. This particular vehicle has the Rockford Fosgate media centre, which has an unbelievable sound to it, so that's really good. It's also got all of the nice little knickknacks. It's great design inside with the door that can carry a lot of stuff, plus also the water bottles, the aluminium step plates, leather seats, all power adjustable, and as we'll see later on, the sunroof. Mitsubishi done a great job, very comfortable. It is the top of the range and it's beautiful inside. Let's have a look in the back seats and see how much room there is. I'm 6'3", that front seat is as far back as it can possibly go. For my driving position, I'm very comfortable driving, and I'm sitting in the back seat. Plenty of knee room, comfortable enough for a reasonable sized journey, comfortable enough definitely for two in the back, possibly three smaller, maybe teenagers, and plenty of headroom. The other thing that it does have is the rear DVD player, so whatever kids you've got sitting in the back, they're going to be beautifully entertained as you're driving along. And quiet, none of that, are we there yet, Dad? So that's not too bad. Let's have a look in the boot and see how much space is in there. Boot's got a large opening door. A really good feature on the Outlander is the fact that it's got this tailgate that sort of drops down so you can slide or whatever luggage and everything you're putting in there. But it also folds up to give you a bit of a barrier for kids' school bags and whatever to stop falling out. Plenty of boot space for a car this size. The seats don't fold flat, they fold forward and up in typical Mitsubishi type fashion. There's some electric buttons here for the seats to fold forward and up. So all in all, it's a reasonably sized vehicle for 5 people, exceptionally comfortable inside, and got some interesting little knickknacks as well. Okay, let's take it for a drive and see what it's like. Being the top of the range VRX, it's got all the goodies like dual zone automatic climate air conditioning, rain sensing wipers, the rear view camera for backing up, which is an essential thing for any sort of off-road type work. The all-wheel drive system actually provides a limited slip front diff and locks the centre diff as well, so it prevents slipping between the front and rear wheels. It is as good a system as you're going to get without going to a dual range system, and very similar in concept to Subaru's all-wheel drive system. And I guess if you're looking at a competitor for this vehicle, that's the vehicle you look at, the Subaru Outback. It's the closest in terms of design philosophy and what you're trying to achieve with the vehicle. Okay, we've seen what this car's like on the dirt tracks. Let's take it for a drive on the road and see what it's like in the type of environment it's going to be on probably 95% of the time. So. On the road, very smooth, nice power delivery. As I said before, very comfortable. One of the good things about this car is that it's got a 1600 kilo tow rating, braked of course, but it has 160 kilo tow ball rating, which means you can take something reasonably sized in terms of a camper trailer or a light caravan, pop up, pop out type thing, for that weekend or week away. Stick a couple of roof racks on top, put the canoes or the surf skis or the windsurfers or whatever you want on there, and away you go. Ideal type vehicle to take to the snow. One of the options on the transmission is for snow, so it changes the transmission dynamics to be particularly applied for that. You could easily fit mum, dad and the two kids, all the gear they wanted to go for a week down the snow and not have a worry at all. Being a V6 motor with 169 kilowatts of power, it actually does hum along quite well. And one of the things that Mitsubishi did with the 2010 range is they changed the torque dynamics. It's only 7 kilowatts more power than the previous motor, but the torque comes in a lot lower, which gives it a much better driving experience. The downside to that is that you tend to play a little bit with the accelerator and you notice it at the petrol bowser. Uses around town about 13 litres per 100 k's, which is a bit heavy. You could get that down by some more economical style driving, which sometimes we do, sometimes we don't do. But also on a long trip, get that down to under 10 litres per 100 kilometres. And that's not too bad for a vehicle such as this. Obviously if it had a diesel option that would be better, but it doesn't. So, and for my pick, I would take the 3 litre over the 2.4 litre every day of the week, simply because it has better power and a better torque characteristics, which gives it a better driving experience, as we mentioned earlier. Well, there we have Mitsubishi's Outlander VRX. At around $51,990 as the manufacturer's list price, it actually represents pretty good value. Mitsubishi have pretty much got it right in terms of what they're saying about this being for adventurous lifestyles. It's certainly not hardcore four-wheel drive, but it will take you a lot of the places you want to go with the family to have fun. And that's what it's all about. So they've done a great job. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.